Hi guys, let's look at the second part of this chapter, which is about equal intercept theorem. But before we start that, let's quickly revise what we did in the first part, which was about midpoint theorem. So midpoint theorem is basically used in a triangle. So in this triangle ABC, if D and E are the midpoints, so if I join the line DE, then what I get is DE will be parallel to BC, and what I'll get is DE will be equal to half BC. What was given was D and E are midpoints. So this is my midpoint theorem. If D and E are midpoints of any two sides of a triangle, the line joining these two midpoints will be parallel to the third side and will be half the third side. And then we had the converse midpoint theorem, which said in case what is given is S is midpoint, so one midpoint is given, and the second thing which is given is ST is parallel to the third side, in this case QR. So if a midpoint is given and a line parallel is given, what we get is T is midpoint of PR. Perfect. So this is what we did for the first exercise. Now let's look at the second exercise, which is about equal intercept theorem. So this involves three or more parallel lines. So here we have L1 parallel to L2 parallel to L3. So let's say what is given is line 1 parallel to line 2 parallel to line 3. And what is given is the transversal AC is making equal intercept between these three lines, which means AB is given equal to BC. So basically you have three or more parallel lines, and transversal AC is making equal intercepts between these three lines, which is AB and BC are equal. Then what we get is DE is equal to FE, or DE is equal to EF, which means if there is a second transversal, then it will also make equal intercepts between these pair of parallel lines. So I repeat, if you have three or more parallel lines and a transversal is making equal intercept between these three lines, then another transversal will also make equal intercept. It's not saying that DE will be equal to AB, it is saying that DE and EF will be equal. So that's one way of looking at it. Now in case if you notice that these two are transversal, so they will intersect each other at some place, so which is a second type. Now let's say this is L1, L2 and CE. So what is given is L1 parallel to L2 parallel to N3, and L3 we are calling as CE. So in a triangle, exactly the same diagram, but in this diagram I am extending these lines CA and FD, and they are intersecting at one place. So what is given is L1, L2, L3 are parallel, and the second thing which is given is AB is equal to BC. So if AB is equal to BC, then what we get is AD will be equal to DE. Exactly the same thing that we did here. Here the point from which it is starting is common, right? Whereas in this case these are two separate points. So this is the same one transversal starting from two different points. Perfect. So let's start and solve some questions. It'll help us understand this even better. So let's look at the first question. The first question that we do is question number 1. Question number 1 says, in this diagram, find BC if AP is equal to 7.2 and CG is given parallel to BF parallel to AE. So let's start writing this down. CG is given parallel to BF, which is given parallel to AE. This is given, right? Next, what is also given is CD is equal to DE. This is also given. So now I have three parallel lines, and transversal CE is making equal intercepts between these three lines. So what I will get will be BC will be equal to AB. BC will be equal to AB. This is using equal intercept theorem. I hope you realize this visually. Let me draw this again. These are the three parallel lines, and in these three parallel lines, CE, the transversal CE is making equal intercepts between these pair of parallel lines. So if CD and DE are equal, then AB and BC will be equal. Similarly, GF and FE will also be equal. So let's write this point number 4. Point 4 will be EF is equal to FG, and the reason remains using equal intercept theorem. So for both of them, the reason remains the same. This is using equal intercept theorem because pair of parallel lines is all three are parallel, and CE, which is the transversal, is making equal intercepts. So this is what we've done. Now let's try and find BC if AB is equal to 7.2. So from 3, BC is equal to AB, and this is equal to 7.2 centimeter. So this is my part 1. Perfect. So I have done my first part. Let's look at GE if FE is equal to 4. So let's look at part 2 from before we go to number 4. GE is equal to GF plus FE, which means EF plus FE. Why? Since GF is equal to EF from number 4. Perfect. So GE is equal to, therefore GE is equal to 2 times FE. Therefore GE is equal to 2 into 4 centimeter. Therefore GE is equal to 8 centimeter. So this is my second part that they wanted us to figure out. We've already done this part as well. So question 1, part 1 and part 2 done. Let's look at part 3. AE if BD is equal to 4.1. So BD is given and I need to figure out AE. So now let's look at the triangle ACE. Why am I looking at this triangle? Because I know that B is midpoint, D is midpoint, which means BD will be half of AE. So now let's start writing. Number 5 would be in triangle ACE, B is midpoint of AC. Why? This is from 3. This is from 3. B is midpoint of AC, which means since AB and BC are equal. Number 6 is D is midpoint of CE. This is given. Perfect. Therefore, using midpoint theorem, what I get is number 7, which is BD is equal to half of AE. In this case, AE is we don't know, which means BD is 4.1 centimeter is equal to half of AE, which means AE is equal to 4.1 into 2, that's 8.2 centimeter. So that's my third part. This is also done. Next, I need to find DF. DF if CG. Now let's look at this triangle, the inverted triangle CGE. Let's look at this triangle now. So in this triangle, let's write in triangle CGE. I've already done till 7, so let's look at number 8. D is midpoint of CE, and number 9 is F is midpoint of EG. Why is D? This is given. And where did we get F is midpoint? We got F is midpoint from 4. So using midpoint theorem, I get number 10, which is DF is equal to half of CG, and CG is given equal to 11 centimeter, so half into 11 centimeter, therefore DF is equal to 5.5 centimeter. Perfect. So we've done this question. I will finish this video here. I'll see you with the next video. Take care, be safe, bye bye.